All right, the highlights from Thursday, greatstockpicks.com live trading chat room. Ugly day in the market, but we had some really nice calls, and I had a really nice green day myself without even going short. So I'm kind of proud of that, and maybe I should be a little embarrassed as well because I never did short. But let's go into today. I'm not an early trader, but I was glad to see several members made money off this idea. Now, in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'm on the microphone. I'm spitting out trade ideas for people that do want to trade early. So I'm not showing you PANL here saying I took this, but I am showing you the setup that I called, and had several members celebrating this one, making over $1 a share very quickly this morning. And one guy made a $1 a share and went to work, so he was happy. Anyway, these are 2-minute candles, PANL, huge gap down. So my idea, I said over the high of day, this one could get going, which is 22.41. Worst case stop will be below this 2-minute candle, 21.77. The high of day break right there. It didn't matter where the stop was because it didn't look back. From 22.41, this went pretty quickly. These are 2-minute candles, so maybe 20 minutes. It went to 24.53. That's $2.12 move. And again, even though the stop would have been right here, it really was never in danger. So congrats. We had several members, Gleason, Mo, and I don't know however many people get a nice trade in PANL. My big winner for the day was MWW. We already had this on watch going into today because it was like multi-year lows, I think. I could be wrong on that, but it was definitely beaten up. And so I had this on bounce watch. I didn't know they had earnings coming out. It didn't really matter because in the morning it was gapping up. You can see it opened up here. Thought this was a good candidate for a short squeeze even in a weak market. So I showed the chart when it looked about like this, saying this could be ready to turn here. Actually, I was using 2-minute candles, and I had it on the projector so everyone could see it, that this could be a nice kind of a 2 setup here. Now, I didn't say long here, stop here, whatever. I just mentioned the setup. I actually nibbled on some myself, and then it took off and busted through the high of the day. I didn't sell any here because it just felt so strong, and it bounced off the 2.8. So anyway, even if people in the chat room didn't take this idea, and I didn't give an entry on this one, I did call it here, say I was going to add if it got to 640 because I thought it could get another push through the high of the day, and I did add at 640. Even if people just took their first entry at 640, you still got to move to almost 690, and that's a great percentage gain. But several of us were in it from here and added here for an average, I don't know, around 615, 620, something like that, and had a really nice move. And that one, that trade alone made my day. Stephen B., one of our members, called HOG, or he actually pointed it out when it looked like this. It had that shape change we look for. I liked it. Also, he pointed out the whole number. See the shape change there, where you loosely connect the tops of the candles, coupled with a volume spike. And I went ahead and grabbed this on this green candle with a low of day stop. I gave the idea over the microphone, or I should say I passed it along. Stephen B. put it on my radar, one of our all-stars. And we got a nice 50-cent move from there. And again, that's a nice little trade, a nice little long trade on a weak market day. Real quick look at the SPY. This is 5-minute candles, just ugly close, 2 ugly days. I kind of expected selling after the election. I thought today would be kind of a narrow day. Usually you get a big down day. Now we've got 2 big down days to the 200-day. So tomorrow I'm kind of expecting a bounce, but I live by the credo that anything can happen. So we will take it 5 minutes at a time in the chat room. Only had one. Oh, I gave one other alert, I think, KORS. And this wasn't a call, but more of a volume alert when it looked like this. The biggest volume candle of the day, and it had that kind of spinning top or doji look to it. And I just alerted some members that, hey, KORS might be ready to turn. Didn't give a trigger and stop on this one, and I didn't do anything with it myself, but some members took it on the break of this candle, somewhere around 50.80, and it got a nice move to 51.50. So it doesn't look like much of a move, but that's a 70-cent move over the course of the next 40 minutes or so. And as we teach our members, they sell into moves. We don't sell on the way down, we sell on the way up. And what else was I going to show you? And we only had one SMS call today, and I'll show you the reason for that. It was Coach at 54.83. It looked about like this. Okay, you see this line here is because I drew a trend line. 60-minute candles here going back to early October. It was hitting this trend line, then go back to 5s, and it had that shape we look for, okay, which is what an intraday bottom can look like. I don't want to say it does look like because they're not always the bottom, but you see this big sell-off, a little hiccup, and it's grinding lower still and really starts to get almost like a waterfall or a head of itself. I would have preferred more volume here, and I didn't have that, but couple the shape with the trend line, I thought we might have something here, and it simply didn't work. We called it a 54.83. Now in chat, some of us made some money on a chunk, okay, because it went nicely through 55. It went to 55.0, whatever it was, 55.08. I was a seller into that, and I was able to protect my my entry on the rest. But SMS calls are not meant to be traded like that. For members that are on the SMS lists, are meant to be traded small, a little bit wider stops than we normally day trade with. And in the case of Coach, it just didn't work. It ended up rolling over. If you want to know why, the biggest reason here is the SPY could not catch a bounce. I was really surprised to see it get down to the 200-day today, though. But anyway, the SMS call didn't work. The day trades worked great. I do think we're due for a bounce here with the 200-day on the SPY, but we'll see. All right, we'll take it moment by moment, and I've babbled long enough, so we'll talk to you guys later.